Okay, so what we're going to do here today, we are very fortunate, and if only you could see Amy, it's quite funny, because this is funky, the smell of this, right? This is David BlackMore Wagyu, so Australian Wagyu, which today we've actually got this from Chef David Pynt at Burnt Ends. This is basically David Blackmore, full blood MB9 plus Wagyu. 600 days this has been grain fed, and we reckon this has been dry aged in smoked beef fat for about 75 days plus by Chef Pynt and the crew at Burnt Ends. And I'm just going to do this low and slow. So look at this marbling in this thing. The smell though is funky, right? This really is funky. You're probably not going to see this, but there's sort of like green. I don't know. Can you see that on the video? Yeah, it's sort of like greens. Some funky colours here, so I'm going to take it off the bone here, and we're going to trim off all of this funky stuff, and then come back to probably just this beautiful bit in the middle, which I'm going to do in the usual way of reverse searing, low and slow, so that we get this nice medium rare in the middle, and then probably going to pan fry it in some butter with some thyme or something like that. So come back in a second. We're back. So what I've done, Aim, is I've trimmed all of the funky off, so the green the green and the purples, and now we're smelling an awful lot better as well actually. But you know, look at that, that's what, 2 inches deep there. Now you've got this big fatty bit through the middle here, so what I'm going to do is tie this up a little bit with some of this cooking string. Let me just get some of this off here. So this just to hold it together. Just going to do a couple of these probably. Just like when we're roasting it, it's, see that pulling together? Mm-hmm. Like that. Doesn't need to be tight or anything, it's really just to keep the shape for when we're actually going to be roasting this. Just trim it up, you don't want loads of string hanging off. Okay, so we've got one on there. I'm just going to put another one on there, right? Again, just a little bit worried about that fatty bit going a bit wayward if it starts to cook and maybe fall apart. So see that again? Just bringing it all together. It's looking pretty good though, right?
Yeah.
Good, didn't we? Never make a Boy Scout, eh? Okay, so that, I'm going to put one more around the bottom, and we've got 3-tier string. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do, literally, I mean, Jesus, look at that stunning thing. Look, so we nicely tied it up, so that should all stay together now, right? So you can move it around now, it's a bit more usable. Literally, all we need to do now is salt and pepper, and this is going to look like a monster amount of salt, believe me, right? But it's like 2.5 inches thick of meat now that I've scrunched it up a bit. Okay, so it looks like a lot of salt, but believe me, you're going to need this amount of seasoning for, you know, a steak this thick. It's monster, basically. I am not going to use oil. Okay, so give it a roll around, pick up all those little bits. Okay, there. The other thing that I use, and I pride myself on using this, I think is the best pepper in the world, which is all the way from Cambodia. So this is Kampot pepper. This stuff, if only you could smell this, this is fragrant, almost like, yeah, like flowers. It's quite incredible. And it makes all the difference, right? You can get this online. I would highly recommend any budding foodie to get some of this for your kitchen. It's just the best, without a doubt. It's the best. And you want to get that really all over there like that. Now that, my friends, on the baking tray, that's it. No oil. I do not use oil. I'm going to reverse sear this for something like 90 minutes on 90 degrees. It doesn't need oil, okay? And because of the thickness of it, I want to make sure that I'm cooking this correctly to medium. throughout all the way through. Look at that. Come back a bit, Aang, so you can see this. Look at that. Oh my God. Mr. Blackmore, you've done us proud. Chef Pynt, you've done us proud. Hopefully I'm going to do you proud when we take that first carve through this and you see that. Oh. Come back soon. We'll start cooking. Thanks. Okay, there it is. So that's low and slow. Aim for 90 minutes-ish, 90 degrees. So yeah, that is hopefully medium rare inside. And then I'm just warming up now in my skin pan. Some salty butter and some thyme. And then we're going to throw this in and I'm going to baste this to put a crust on it. But come back and see that in a second. So we've got the butter. So really nice. See it now. In goes the steak. So what we're doing now is just finishing this off, man. Oh, smell that thyme. And we are just going to be basting this over top. Let's basically fry like a crust onto this. There we go. So, excuse the background noise, we've got some guys just turned on with our new fridge. But this is it. So let's have a wee look. There we go. Get the string on. And two. And the last one. There it is, eh? Excuse me. Okay. This is the moment of truth. Let's see how. Come on now. Seriously. Get some of this here. Look at this here. OMG. What do you think?
It's wonderful.
Not bad, right?
Yeah.
That looks stonking. Let me turn this bit around. Let's get a bit going on here. Look at that. Look at this, eh? Daddy done good, I think. Oh, Chef Pynt, I hope you like what I've done with your produce. David Blackmore down in Australia. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I won't get a view on the top. Have a look. That's good. Very happy. Pink to pink. Slow and low. Reverse sear technology. Technique. Chillax barbecue, I think.